Hey, Michelle with Restored Ministries here, and today is the final session of these 6 bold prayer challenge sessions we've been doing. So we kicked it off kind of with the backstory, little activation prayer. Then we had the quick quiet time tool, the pray acrostic. Then we talked about crafted prayer and prayer scripts. Then we talked about hearing from God and then fasting. And this week it's our Spirit's prayer language. You might say praying in the Spirit or praying in tongues. It doesn't matter what you call it. It's powerful. Okay, but I have to back up and tell you a little bit. I thought this was phony baloney. This was a made-up phenomenon. This was gibberish. This was not true. That this was just not something that was true. Okay, you say, okay, but read the Bible. What does it say? There's so many verses. I'm not going to list them. You can search them out, but there's many verses talking about praying in the Spirit. Okay, some people debunk them and say, no, they're talking about something else. I don't know, but I can tell you from firsthand experience as someone that had a wall put up and a mindset that this is not true. This is where I had to debunk my own theory, my own thinking, because one day I was praying and our family was going through many trials, many different things. We had family members battling cancers and death, and my husband, just so many things. And I just didn't even feel like I knew how to pray anymore. And one day I was sitting in the car and I was just praying and I was just crying out to the Lord. And then all of a sudden it just felt like my tongue got tongue-tied and just some words came out. And I thought, wow, that's weird. That didn't even sound like a real word. Like that sounded like I don't even know. Well, I am a stroke survivor. And so at first it was panic and it was like, okay, what's going on here? But then I would have people that would be around me and they would ask me and I would be, no, I do not pray in tongues or spirit or whatever you call it. I don't believe in that. And then I was watching a show. You might be familiar with it. It was Bear Grylls, and he would take celebrities and they would go out in the wild and they would survive, and our family watched that. And there was an episode and it was with Deion Sanders, the famous athlete, and he was fixing to do something very challenging and he had a little bit of a fear, and he told Bear, hold on, I need to pray. I need to pray in the Spirit. And he began praying in tongues. This was on national TV. And it sparked my interest. And I thought, okay, this is wild. Okay. And I'd had other instances where people would be praying in the Spirit. It didn't kind of freak me out. It sounded right. So I am a researcher and I set out to research, what is this phenomenon? Well, the scientific term for praying in tongues or praying in the Spirit is glossolalia. So I went out and found an episode. It was like a Dateline or 2020. It's on YouTube. And they actually wired up these people's brains and then had them pray in the Spirit. And scientifically, it proved that the speech mechanism in most brains when you're speaking was bypassed when these people were speaking in tongues. Crazy, I know, but anyway, I was beginning to research that, became a firm believer, got some teaching on it. And then one day I just asked the Lord, I said, other people had told me, just open your mouth and let some gibberish come out and it'll come to you. And that just seemed made up to me. So I told the Lord, I said, Lord, if you want me to have this, if I'm supposed to have this, whatever, show me how I can steward this gift. Show me what I do. And I received the gift of praying in the Spirit. And let me tell you, it transformed my prayer life. It transformed my intercession. I don't even know how to explain it, except that it builds us up. It edifies us. It prays perfect prayers because it gets our mind out of the whole thing. But If you don't have your prayer language, I want to encourage you to ask God. Ask God and keep asking God. Research it. Get some trusted friends that do it. I'd love to pray with you. Let me know. Send us an email at yourhealinghour@gmail.com, and we'd be glad to give you some resources and pray with you. But that is what we are going to be talking about. Spirit's prayer language. That's this week. So leave us a comment.